Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to learn how to find the sum of an arithmetic sequence. We will understand the formula and how to apply it to real problems. Stick around to see how it's done. To find the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence, we will use these two formulae. Now the one on the left is used if the last term of the sequence is known, and the one on the right is used if the last term is unknown. In other words, if the L is unknown, as we have on the left-hand side. Sn denotes the sum of the first n terms of the sequence. N is the number of terms that we are dealing with. A is the first term of the sequence. And our L is the last term of the sequence, and that's if it's known or has been stated. And finally, D is our common difference. Now, all this information is simply gathered from the sequence that we are given. Now let's walk through some examples to see how this works. First up, we have the sequence 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, all the way up to 50. And you're given that we have 10 terms in total. So now in order to find the sum of the first 10 terms, we're going to use this formula over here. And the reason for that is because we know the last term, which is our L, and in this case, it's simply our 50. Notice over here, this gap just means that there are more terms inside, but that doesn't matter because as long as we know our first term, which is our A, we know our last term, which is our L, and we know the number of terms we are dealing with, which is our N, we can use the formula. So when going into solving, I'm simply going to say S10, indicating the sum of the first 10 terms, is equal to our n, which is 10. So wherever you have n, you just substitute it with 10, right? So we're going to have S10 is equal to 10 over 2, bracket A, which is my 5, plus my L, which is my 50, right? And when I simplify everything, I'm going to have 10 divided by 2, which is 5, and 5 plus 50 gives me 55. And then when I simplify further, 5 times 55 is simply equal to 275. And this is the sum of the first 10 terms of the sequence we have over here. Secondly, we have 7, 13, 19, and 25. Now we're going to use this formula over here, right? And the reason why I'm using this formula instead of the other shorter one is because we do not know what our last term is, meaning our L is unknown. So in this case, we have our N, which is 15, because they want the first 15 terms. We have our A, which is our 7. And finally, we have our D, right? And in this case, our D is simply the common difference. So to move from 7 to 13, we added 6. From 13 to 19, we also added 6. From 19 to 25, we added 6, and so on. So I know that my common difference is equal to 6. Now when I substitute my values into the formula, we're going to have Sn, or rather S15, because we know exactly how many terms we're dealing with, is equal to n, which is my 15, divided by 2, bracket 2a, which is my 7, plus my n, which is 15, minus 1, multiplied by my d, which is 6, right? And now when I simplify carefully, I'm going to have 15 divided by 2, which is simply 7.5, 2 multiplied by 7, which is 14, plus 15 minus 1 is equal to 14 multiplied by my 6, right? And then when I simplify further again, I'm going to have 7.5 bracket 14 plus 14 multiplied by 6 is 84. And simplifying further, 7.5 bracket 14 plus 84 gives me 98. I'm going to have a final answer of 735. And that is the sum of the first 15 terms of the sequence over here. And that's it. Whether you have the last term or just the common difference, the formula for the sum of an arithmetic sequence makes solving these problems straightforward. And here are some extra problems for you to try out. Leave your answers in the comment section or email me at tutornax.success@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more helpful content. See you in the next video with me, Tutor Nax, simplifying success one question at a time.